Imagine a leader who sees the entire world as nothing more than a chessboard, and every country as just another piece to move, where borders are drawn by his personal will, and missiles are launched based on his mood. We're talking about an era where uncertainty had become the only rule of international diplomacy. In the chaotic world of 2026, a single command echoed through the closed rooms of Washington. Shut Iran down. Tensions were at their peak. The world stood still, holding its breath. From the waves of the ocean to the sands of the desert, the sound of war was everywhere. American bunker busters created a devastating nightmare inside Iran, where the enemy could neither live in peace nor die in relief. Donald Trump publicly claimed he had forced Iran to bend on his terms, and that the path through Hormuz was now completely clear. But was this really a diplomatic victory, or just another headline-grabbing claim? Behind the scenes, the truth was more bitter. This fire of war wasn't just burning enemies. It was cracking relationships with America's closest allies. The private conversations between Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Trump had turned deeply sour. Israel had lost several of its most valuable fighter jets during the conflict, and Netanyahu was directly blaming Trump's policies. He believed he had been dragged into a mess he never wanted, while Trump saw it as a masterstroke. And then there was Pakistan. Its mysterious role only made the regional crisis even deeper and more suspicious. But at the center of all this global tension wasn't land or oil. It was something far more dangerous. An ego that could never be satisfied. A leader obsessed with controlling the world at his fingertips. Whether it was claiming Greenland or negotiating deals with countries like Canada and Pakistan, every move had one goal: to prove he was the most powerful man on Earth. And strangely, even in the middle of destruction, his eyes were fixed on one prize: the Nobel Peace Prize. History has rarely seen a commander-in-chief who might call for a sudden ceasefire, just to fly to Sweden and collect a medal. For him, global diplomacy wasn't responsibility. It was a game where all the credit had to belong to him. And today, when we look back, the question isn't, who won that war? The real question is, can the safety of the world ever be left in the hands of one man's ego? Because when decisions are driven by ego, the outcomes are always destructive and unpredictable. A world where chaos became the new law, and its mastermind believed he was the smartest guy in the room. In the end, this isn't just a story about war. It's a story about arrogance that pushed all of humanity to the edge of an unwanted catastrophe.